Michael Eisner actually goes on to a round 2 match that started 2 days ago, so that should be good.
It was a long game. It went longer than Kevin Rudd was Prime Minister.
Even the poor chair umpire was in pain at the end. He couldn't even announce the scores. His voice was cracking up so much.
One of the commentators said to the guy that lost, they said, well, at least he's going to be remembered. Yeah, because everyone remembers the previous record holder for the losing guy in the longest game ever. In fact, does anyone here remember the name of the guy that has just lost that game? You read the headline? Mahout, you remember.
I don't remember who won Wimbledon last year, to be honest.
The bizarre thing about that is that when I was in LA about to fly home to Australia, when I left, Kevin Rudd was still Prime Minister, Australia was still in the World Cup, and that tennis match was just beginning. When I landed in Australia, Julia Gillard was Prime Minister, Australia was out of the World Cup, and that tennis match was still going.
Incredible.
Well, as Chris mentioned, we do have a new Prime Minister, but it remains to be seen whether or not all the drama was worth it.
Step into my political platform shoes.
It was possibly the quickest and most brutal political coup in Australia's history. Within a few hours, Kevin Rudd was out as Julia Gillard took the top job. Today, the country's divided, with many people saying yesterday's knifing of the PM was a low act. Some top polls show Abbott's going to romp it in, but then blokieshed.com puts Julia ahead, so I don't know who to believe.
Shit happens.
As the dust settles in Canberra, will the Labor Party live to regret the day they did a number on Rudd? For his thoughts, we're joined by Kevin Rudd's long-time political sparring partner, Shattered Treasurer Joe Hockey. Welcome back, Joe.
Good evening, fellas. G'day.
Now, you and Rudd go a long way back. What did you make of the bloodless coup yesterday?
Well, I was very surprised. I think, like many in the building, probably shocked. And it was unquestionably the most brutal act against an elected Prime Minister in many, many years. I haven't seen anything like it. I hope I never see anything quite like it again. Many members of the Labor caucus didn't even know they were losing their leader. It was a few faceless hacks behind closed doors, warlords that went and tapped on the door late at night.
No, you must never have seen anything like that. Malcolm Turnbull, Brendan Nelson, they don't ring a bell? They don't ring a bell?
No. I thought you'd raise that. I tell you why they were different, because those reactions, in the first place, Brendan Nelson brought on the ballot himself. In the case of Malcolm Turnbull, it came from within the party room, within the caucus. This started outside of the Labor Party caucus. Union officials and factional leaders were the people that were leading the charge. Not even senior members of Kevin Rudd's own cabinet knew it was happening.
Joe, have you spoken to Kev?
Look, I have. I've communicated. I've left a couple of messages and a text. We'll see.
Joe, how are you feeling about taking on Julia? We hear she's a fast-thinking, tough cookie.
Oh, yeah, I think that's right. I think she is a formidable communicator. She's cunning. She's certainly very skilled in the art of politics, but I'm not sure what difference she is going to make as Prime Minister. And it really comes down to how she deals with the policies, mining policy, border protection, dealing with all the challenges of office on a day-to-day basis.
Now, Joe, something I was interested in yesterday, when most of the nation was celebrating the fact that we had our first female Prime Minister and honouring that moment, your leader, Tony Abbott, did his first press conference. He went negative straight away, didn't even congratulate her in his remarks. Do you think he maybe got that a bit wrong and missed the tone of the event?
No, I actually thought he did congratulate her and commiserate with Kevin Rudd. Certainly in the chamber he did that. Congratulated her, shook her hand, and look, you know, With
that press conference, he did go very hard very early when everyone else was talking about it being Australia's first female Prime Minister.
Well, Julia Gillard did knife a leader that night. So, you know, I mean, gosh, people were shocked about it. Look, good luck to her. That's the way it's played out. She is now Australia's first female Prime Minister. I think maybe that will inspire other women to get involved in politics. I hope so.
Will you treat her any different because she's a woman?
Well, hopefully I treat everyone with respect, whether they're male or female. So I don't think it'd make any difference.
Well, Joe, thank you very much for chatting to us tonight. Good luck in the fight between here and the election. Should be pretty entertaining. Joe Hockey joining us.
Well, I hope it won't be a fight.
And what do you reckon? Who are you going to vote for at the next election? Head to our poll, 7pmproject.com.au. Tony Abbott or Julia Gillard. Now, yesterday, we were just talking about their first female Prime Minister, the 3 women on the desk, very excited about that. Tom, excited about the first redhead Prime Minister? Are you?
I knew this was coming. Yeah, it's a very proud day for redheads, obviously, yesterday. I stopped several redheaded children and I said, one day, kid, you could be Prime Minister. But I think we missed the boat there a little bit, because it wasn't just that, OK? First female Prime Minister, first redhead, obviously. But have a look at what Julie was saying at yesterday's press conference.
I'm very happy in my flat in Canberra. Be happy to stay there for a considerable period of time.
That's right, our first ever Prime Minister to live in a flat. Our Prime Minister lives in a flat. Our Prime Minister is a redhead who lives in a flat.
With their boyfriend.
With her boyfriend. I mean, it's just not right. I mean, what's she going to do when Barack Obama comes over? You know, oh, Barack, yeah, it's Unit 3. Just let me press the intercom. I've got to press the intercom to let you into the building, all right? I mean, it's not right. You know, I'm not happy about it at all. But also, a lot of people are asking her, obviously, about her first day and what she got up to. Have a look at this.
I worked here in this building, including a series of interviews, ending with an interview with a very famous redhead, Kerry O'Brien. I then went home and ate some takeaway food with my partner, Tim.
That's right.